So what's up, YouTube? Uncle Jim, back again.
It's Dan here.
This is my boy Dan. Somebody that I've done plenty of hiking with. We got busy schedules, so...
We do what we can when we can. Look at the snow.
It's 3 o'clock right now, and we couldn't come up with a place to do a decent shakedown. So we ran to one of our old standby favorites up here, the Boucherville Trail. I don't know how much of it you guys can see. I can tell you what, it's frozen ground. The water's running right down through here, and both of us already have soaking wet feet. I mean, you step through the snow and it's up over my shoes. So, you know, the best advice I keep getting from YouTube, from the trail community, is don't start the trail with boots on. You're gonna mail them home. Wear your ultralight sneakers. Well, it's getting down to 12 degrees tonight, and my feet are already soaked. So, we're doing a little delayering here, and we're gonna go up further a little. What do you think, Dan?
I think it's going to be a great night.
12 degrees with freezing feet. So, we'll catch you guys a little further uphill. Out. So, took another little quick break for 2 seconds. Trail ain't getting any easier. I guess it's not getting any worse. Right, Dan?
Up and away, man.
Up and
That's
away.
all there is.
So, one of the things that I wanted to mention on this little trip, I wanted to go over the elephant in the room. I wanted to go over my health. I don't want you guys thinking it's all hunky-dory out there and that everybody attempts to do this is in like some perfect godlike shape. I for sure am not. He is. Dan is the man. But full disclosure, I used to be a really fat guy. I used to be, about a year ago, 100 pounds heavier. And I'm what you call a bariatric patient. So over a year ago, I had no choice. I had multiple hernias that exploded and my guts came out, and it was a really horrible thing. I was supposed to do a thru hike last year, but it didn't work. So I got the bariatric surgery. I'm down 100 pounds. Thank you, Dr. Judd. If you're watching this, you're the man.
Incredible in itself.
Yeah. But so that has a profound effect on my hiking and adventuring. Lately I've been what you call hypoglycemic, which means I can't keep my blood sugar up. So on top of all the problems that most people have hiking the trail, I'm a bariatric patient, which means I have to have a very specific diet, and it's going to be really rough keeping my energy up. I'm probably getting, every time you turn this camera on, I'm going to be stuffing my face full of food, which sounds fun, but it's not really, because it's going to slow me down. But, so I got that, you know. Uncle Sam wasn't too kind on my knees, wasn't too kind on my back. I got those issues, like everybody, you know. But I think the big chore for me is going to be this bariatric surgery. My doctor actually said I'm a bit of a pioneer in trail life, because there aren't too many people that had bariatric surgery that are attempting to do the full thru hike. So, you know, we'll see how that works. But,
And full disclosure here, Jim's not coming up with excuses. Jim's just letting you know, full disclosure, you know, and he's still going to approach this thing
like we always do, right?
That's it, like it always is.
Kicking ass and taking names.
That's it, that's how it works.
But, you know, most people would look at that and say, oh, I can't do this trail. To me, it just makes my mountain a little bit higher, and I'm fine with that, so. But, yeah, not to focus on all the bad shit that's going on, but, you know, let me give you a few pluses. So, ex-military, if that counts for anything. I had a pretty physical job. I was a scout in the Army. I got that going for me. And Dan can vouch for it. How much time do we spend in the woods?
Our whole lives.
A ridiculous amount of
Whole
time.
lives.
Out of anybody I hike with, I probably hike with Dan the most.
That's it.
So he knows what it's all about.
His
So,
friend's going on almost 30 years.
Yeah. And tonight's going to be a miserable one, right?
That's what we love. We
Another
love the
miserable
misery.
night, and my shoes are already soaked, so it's already probably like 3:30ish. So we got some miles to do, so we'll check in with you guys when we get a little higher up that hill. Peace.
Be good.
So I don't know how well you can hear this, but we just stopped for a second. At the top of the mountain there's a waterfall. I'm going to get a little closer here. This thing's got some crazy amount of force. I don't want to get too close to it. If you went off this, That'd be the end of you. This goes about 1,000 feet down. And last year, there was a young Polish lad came hiking here and ended up trying to get the perfect selfie, and he fell off this and died. So I'm not going to get too crazy close to this, but I wanted you guys to see it. And there's Dan just chilling. So, what do you think, Dan?
Beautiful here.
I think
Daylight left.
yeah, this sun is setting on us. We got to get up the hill a little bit more to the cave, or the cliff, the ledge up there. So we got to get camp set up, get a little fire going. The temperature's dropping, and my shoes are soaked. I don't know about yours, but
I'm soaked.
yeah. So we'll tend with that when we get there. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So, getting up here to the top of the mountain. This isn't quite actually the peak. This is we have a little rock quarry up here. Check out my chair. And there's a couple eggs people built. Tell you what, it is getting bitter cold. Dan broke off and went ahead of me so I could film a little bit. He's gonna find an appropriate campsite. So I figured I'd take a little detour. I hope up in here in this wind any of this even comes out. I have an external mic for this, but mission dictates that I keep moving instead of digging through my pack. So I just wanted you guys to check out all the cool little stuff people made. How'd you like to sit there for your morning coffee? Alright, I'll hit you guys up when I get to find out where Dan's camping for the night. So I came upon this ledge. It's beautiful up here. But I know that sun's dropping fast, so I gotta go find Dan before the night falls. We gotta get camp set up. So I linked up with Dan, but it started to get dark really fast. We got a little fire going. I'll show you guys our little fire. And that's Dan. And we're cooking. Let's see if I can get it on there. Steaks. So, Dan went all out. Got us some steaks, even though the price of beef is crazy. Can't believe you paid that much.
Gotta do it.
Gotta do it. Gotta have good times before I leave. So, I guess I wanted to show you guys our setup. Dan's in a hammock tonight. Brave man. And I'm in my Z-Packs tent. So, in the morning when you guys can see everything, I'll give you a little look around. But we're going to get down to eating these steaks here in a second. So, catch you later.
Have a good one.
It is freezing cold out here. My toes are like frozen. What do you think, Dan?
I think that was a rough night.
Rough night?
Definitely test you.
Rough night out here in 12 degrees. So this was our spot last night. I don't know if you can see the fire. There's Dan. I don't know. I had to clear a little spot with my feet to put my tent up. It was pretty frigid. but I'm all packed up. It's probably, what time is it? 7:36. And you can see by the look on my face, it is cold. So we're gonna pack up, head up to that ledge, and probably head down to the car, right?
Yes, sir.
So we got a little hiking to do. See you later. Last little look at this ledge before we're out of here. Woo! What do you think, Dan?
It's cold!
Dan's ready to get down this mountain. Let's do it. Gotta find a way over this brook.
The Appalachian brook.
Woo. All right, time to cross some streams. I gotta put this camera away. Freezing cold. Whew. It's a long walk down this mountain. My toes are borderline frostbite. I would say these ultralight sneakers are good for dry days, but they really suck on these frozen days. I think a pair of those rubber shoe covers, what are they called, Dan? Those rubber boot covers? Tinglies. I have a pair of Tinglies that go over your shoes. Would have been excellent for this. But other than that, better pair of gloves. I mean, I got a pair of gloves, but they kind of suck. But they're working. I think as long as we keep moving, our body temperature will warm up our feet. I could barely feel mine. Whew. Oh, that's the trail. Oh. One of the coldest nights I've ever spent in the woods, but well worth it. Oh, you can't even see Dan anymore. He is beating feet back to that car, and I don't blame him. I'm right behind him. So, once again, Z-Pack's gear pulled through. I'm loving that sleeping bag. My sleep system seems to be good. Oh, tell you what, if this doesn't prepare you for the Appalachian Trail, nothing will. You know, we've already hiked probably 3/4 of a mile this morning already, and I'm glad to be nearing the parking lot of this place because my feet are frozen. I mean, like almost frostbite. And I'm wearing my neoprene socks. So, well, we're almost there, and I think our plan is to go make some nice hot coffee in the parking lot, or maybe at a diner, and get the hell out of here. So, thanks for coming on this one with me, guys. Be good.